Good evening. I'm Sarah Fisher. Tonight we ask, what kind of legacy did Charlie Kirk leave behind? We have two respected political commentators with us. Mark Jensen speaks from a conservative view and Dave Smith from a progressive one. We'll begin with opening remarks, move through 6 debate rounds, and end with closing statements. Mark, please start.
Good evening. Charlie Kirk leaves a legacy rooted in youth activism and institution building. Through Turning Point USA, he created one of the largest conservative student networks in the country, giving young people a sense of community and permission to speak openly in classrooms where they felt outnumbered. He emphasized free speech, civic participation, and confidence in American ideals. His work expanded into voter outreach and faith-based engagement, building organizations that will continue shaping conservative politics long after him.
Good evening. Charlie Kirk leaves a legacy shaped by how he influenced political culture, especially on campuses and online spaces. His commentary often framed social and demographic issues in stark, oppositional terms, turning discussions about race, immigration, public health, and education into high-conflict cultural fights. Many people felt dismissed or singled out by that style. His platforms were large and fast-moving, and the tone he set traveled widely, leaving a lasting impact on how debates are argued and how quickly they become polarized.
Thank you for your opening statements. We'll now move into our 6 debate rounds, where each of you will expand on your case and challenge each other's opinions. Let's begin with round 1.
Dave, Kirk believed in America's strengths. In the MAGA doctrine, he pushed optimism and argued that focusing on failures alone discouraged unity. His message urged young people to be confident and proud of their country. That positive framing became central to the movement he built and inspired many new activists.
Optimism is good, Mark, but Kirk often mocked discussions about racism and inequality. Studies from Pew and Brookings showed clear gaps in income, housing, and policing. When he dismissed these issues outright, many people felt unheard. That set a legacy where serious social problems were minimized rather than faced honestly.
Fairness and rule of law. In 2018, he said illegal crossings strain hospitals, schools, and budgets. He supported legal immigration and argued that borders protect both citizens and lawful immigrants. To many, that view was about order, not hostility, and reflected a common policy debate.
Mark, the issue wasn't discussing border policy, it was the tone. Kirk often called migration an invasion, a term used by extremist groups. Research from the Cato Institute shows immigrants commit fewer crimes than native-born Americans. His framing misled people and made immigrant communities feel unfairly targeted.
Kirk built institutions that will last. Turning Point USA grew into one of the largest youth conservative networks. He launched Turning Point Action for Voter Outreach and TPUSA Faith for Church Engagement. These organizations will shape conservative politics for years, giving him a major structural legacy.
Institutions matter, but their tone matters too. TPUSA events often featured speakers known for inflammatory remarks about race, gender, or diversity. In 2019, they cut ties with a contributor only after public pressure. That pattern shows Kirk's leadership tolerated divisive rhetoric until backlash forced him to respond.
Kirk's faith-based outreach motivated many. TPUSA Faith encouraged pastors and churchgoers to bring their values into civic life. Supporters said he helped them feel included in national debates. That mix of spiritual confidence and activism became a major part of his identity and influence in the conservative world.
But Mark, Kirk's faith messaging often suggested America was meant to be a Christian nation. That left millions, non-Christians, secular people, and minority groups, feeling pushed aside. His approach deepened divides instead of building unity. In this area, his legacy leaned more toward exclusion than inclusion.
Kirk's voice reached national platforms. He spoke at the 2020 Republican National Convention, appeared regularly on major conservative shows, and shaped how young conservatives talk about schools, free speech, and patriotism. Few activists had such a strong impact on messaging at such a young age.
Influence brings responsibility. Kirk downplayed COVID-19 risks, called lockdowns tyranny, and spread misleading claims about vaccines. Public health experts warned that statements like his confused people during a critical time. Those actions form a major part of his legacy and affected real communities.
Dave, I agree Kirk was polarizing, but many saw that as courage. He challenged powerful narratives, defended students who felt silenced, and pushed conservatives to stay active. His energy sparked long-term involvement, which supporters view as one of his strongest contributions to the movement.
And Mark, I agree he energized people. But that energy often fed anger and mistrust. His style rewarded outrage instead of solutions. For many, he made political culture louder but not better. His legacy will be remembered for fueling conflict rather than helping people find common ground.
Thank you both. We'll now move to closing statements, giving each of you a final chance to clarify your position and speak directly to viewers about Charlie Kirk's legacy. Dave, you may begin.
I still believe Kirk's legacy included division. His rhetoric often fueled conflict and minimized serious issues like racism and public health. But I also understand better why so many young conservatives felt encouraged by him. He gave them structures, confidence, and a sense of belonging. I can recognize that positive impact even if I disagree with the way he shaped debates and culture. So my view now is more balanced. His legacy caused harm, but it also energized people who felt ignored. Both sides are part of the full picture.
I still believe Charlie Kirk's legacy was empowerment. He built organizations that encouraged young conservatives to speak up, defend free speech, and get involved. But I now see more clearly the points you raised about tone and impact. Some of Kirk's sharp language did make people feel pushed aside, especially on issues like immigration and race. While I think his intentions were to challenge ideas, not attack people, I understand how his approach added to division for many. So my view has grown. His legacy was empowerment, but with real flaws that deserve honest reflection.
Tonight's debate showed two very different views of Charlie Kirk's legacy. Mark argued Kirk empowered conservatives by building major organizations, defending free speech, promoting faith, and inspiring activism. Dave argued Kirk fueled division by denying systemic inequality, using charged language about immigration, hosting inflammatory voices, and spreading misleading claims about COVID-19 and other issues. What this tells us is that Kirk's legacy is layered. For some, he offered courage and structure. For others, he deepened tension and mistrust. One person can inspire supporters while unsettling critics. Understanding both sides helps us see the full picture. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to support our channel and see more debates. Good night.